Here we are passing the famous town of Selfoss, located on your way to the south of Iceland. It's famously known as home or where Bob Fisher was buried. Bob Fisher was or an American chess grandmaster, and he lived in Reykjavik from 2004 to 2008, and as per his request, he was buried in Selfoss. There's a small museum located in Selfoss that is open sometimes around or sometimes after 1 o'clock. This was the famous E15 or Eyjafjallajökull, which last erupted in 2010 and caused a major or a massive air travel disruption due to the ash spreading or covering the sky or the clouds. But right now it's a beautiful sight. As you can see, it's covered, the peak is covered by snow and the clouds are hanging low, making it a perfect picture spot. And there is a tiny village at the foot of the hill or the foot of the mountain that also is very beautiful. Next, we made a quick stop at the Katla volcano and glacier, which is located at the north of the fishing village of Vik. The legend of Katla, or the myth behind Katla, it's believed to have been named after a sorcerer who was very powerful and would move as fast as wind or with the speed of lightning and barely seen by the human eyes. So Katla is among one of the many myths you'll get to hear well in Iceland, in addition to trolls and the elves or the home of the elves on the western side of Iceland. And the Katla volcano still remains an active volcano, as well as one of the largest volcanoes in Iceland. This is the walk towards the glacier. As you can see, Iceland is surrounded by very beautiful and scenic landscape all over, and you can spot the glacier from afar, and there's a lake as well that people do take boat tours to see the glaciers up close. One thing about Iceland, you can get drinking water just from about anywhere, and they do recommend or suggest to bring an empty bottle. Like this is water that was coming from underground and flowing onto that stream all the way down to the river located on the foot of the mountains, and it's fresh water from the source. And not to mention how fresh the air is. It's so crisp and it feels like you wanna also put the air in a bottle, but you can't. It's not like water, but it takes you to a whole new world. You don't feel like you're still on Earth. You feel like you've left Earth and you are in totally a different world. That is how beautiful Iceland is. And there's always something for your eyes. It's your eyes never get to rest. Like there's always something to see, something to admire, and and it feels like a race against time when you're visiting, because there's so much to see, and time is not enough unless you're living here. And from the stories of the people that live here, like the tour guides, they were telling us no matter how many trips they make, they are never tired. They feel like it's something new every day. That's how enticing the views are. We didn't get to walk on the glacier since we were tight on time. We were headed to the town of Vic, among other scenic spots that we were stopping by, but you can definitely get a tour guide. Then you can or you definitely need a tour guide to be able to walk on the glaciers. There's also a lake on the glacier as well that you can take with the tour guide, of course, for an up-close view of the glaciers. These are public toilets located right on the parking lot, but they do charge a fee and they do accept credit cards.